Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna teach you how to make your own vegan udon noodle soup at home with curry powder. Check it out. Hi new friend, this is Erica right here. I'm a Taiwanese citizen currently living in America. Cooking and traveling is my passion, so I'm here to share with you my favorite Asian recipes. On top of that, I also make a video talking about food knowledge and the history background of the dish on this channel. So if that interests you, please subscribe and keep watching. I've made a previous video talking about the difference between Indian curry and Japanese curries on this channel once. And I've also teach you the easiest way of making Japanese curry is just simply buy the Japanese curry roux. But I figure most of the Japanese curry roux on the market right now contain butter in it. So this might discourage the vegans to give it a try. So today I'm going to teach you how to make a Japanese curry with curry powder that we're not using any Japanese curry roux, so you as a vegan or vegetarian or you just hate butter can enjoy this amazing dish with us. So without further ado, let's take a look at our ingredients today, shall we? Here are the ingredients that we'll need for today's vegan udon noodle recipe. First of all, obviously we'll need our udon. Today we're using the frozen cooked udon, so it's in the frozen pack like this. And also we'll need some curry powder. The curry powder, you can use any type of flavor you like. There's spicy, non-spicy, mild, all type of flavor. But I just get the most common seen curry powder that you can find this in any type of supermarket. Besides this, for the garnish, we'll need some Shimeji mushrooms, some onions, some carrots, some tofu, as well as the green onions. Here you can use green onion or scallion or even spring onion if you want to. Besides that, we'll also need some starch slurry later to thicken up our curry. So here are some potato starch. And besides that, we'll also need some seasoning on the side. The exact amount and all the detailed recipe will be in the description box down below. First things first, let's prep our ingredients. Chop your green onion and separate the white and green parts. Peel and slice your carrots into thin slices. And same thing with your onions, peel and slice. Then dice your tofu into small bite-sized dices and separate the Shimeji mushroom into smaller pieces. And now we're ready to cook. This recipe is super simple. Heat up your pan or wok with olive oil in medium-high heat. When the oil is hot, add in your tofu and scallion white. Sear each side of your tofu until it turns a bit golden. This step is to give the tofu a little coloring and extra texture on the surface. And also sear your tofu with the scallion for a little bit will give your tofu some scallion flavor. You can use either firm tofu or soft tofu for this process, but if you prefer the silken tofu texture, you can skip the pan frying part and just add it straight into your curry at the last step, so it won't break apart when you make your curry later. Now when the tofu is ready, take it out, then add in your onion, Shimeji mushroom, and carrot slices. Stir fry for around 3 minutes to color the mushroom, also enhance the onion and carrots flavor into our oil, and then add in 1 teaspoon of curry powder and quickly mix it in with the oil well. This step is to add in flavor into your ingredients by stir frying the curry powder in it. The flavor can be absorbed into your mushroom and onion better before we add in water. But if we add too much curry powder or stir fry for too long, the curry will start turning bitter. So that's why we only want to add in 1 teaspoon amount and stir fry real quick. When that's done, add in your vegan broth. Or if you don't have it, you can just use water instead. As well as sake, mirin, soy sauce, sugar, and the remaining curry powder. Use a spoon or the thumb that you were using earlier to mix them well all together. And let it boil up. Now, when the broth is boiling, add in your frozen udon in the center, tofu around it, and cover it up for 1 minute. On our previous yaki udon recipe video, we talk about many different type of udon in the market. If you need, I'll leave the link up here for you. And we also mentioned in the previous video that there's 2 types of udon noodle sales in the market. One is cooked and frozen, and the other one is non-cooked. Today we're using a frozen udon noodle, so you can add it straight into your curry. But if you're using a raw noodle today, make sure you boil it in a separate bowl and then add it into your curry later. The reason why we want to cook it separately because raw noodle while cooking, they need to absorb a lot of water. So any type of noodle that's raw will not cook well in the thick broth like this. When the time's up, open up the lid and flip your noodle around so the other side can heat up as well, and then cover it up again. During this time that the udon is heating up, the tofu will also absorb the curry water, so all of our ingredients have the curry taste in them. Another minute has passed, open up the lid, and now you can see that the noodle is all separated. We'll thicken up the curry with some starch slurry. For the slurry, we want to use 2 teaspoons of potato starch and 2 teaspoons of water. Mix it well together in a bowl first, then add it into our broth. If you don't have potato starch, you can also use cornstarch or other type of starch, even cake flour. Gently mix everything well together, and then you'll see the broth start to thicken up. And done! The vegan curry udon noodle is ready. Decorate it with some green onion that we have chopped earlier on top, and it's time to eat. The udon noodle has absorbed all of the curry flavor into it. The curry broth smells so good, and the curry flavored tofu gives the dish some extra protein and texture. The onion has been totally cooked through that will melt in your mouth, and the mushroom also give the dish some extra umami. Adding carrot will give the dish some extra coloring. The thin slices are easier to cook through and also will provide a little bit of crunch into your curry udon. Now, while I'm eating my lunch, let's learn some Chinese. The word of the day today is su咖喱乌龙面, the vegan curry udon noodle. The first character su, we learned it before, is any type of plant-based diet. The second and the third character is咖喱, which means curry. The last 3 character 乌龙面 means udon noodle. So vegan curry udon noodle in Chinese is su咖喱乌龙面. I want to do a quick explanation right here to explain to you what is the difference between traditional Chinese and simplified Chinese on this character today, because udon noodle came from Japan. So we use the udon to translate it straight to Chinese pronunciation, so different province and different location with different accent will pronounce it a little bit different. So the traditional Chinese we use in Taiwan, we call it oolong mian with the L. But in China, they call it udon mian with a D. But it's basically the same thing as udon. So either saying oolong or udon will both understand you well. Thanks for watching to the end. Let me know if you like this recipe by giving this video a thumbs up. It's only gonna take you a second, but it means a lot to me. I make 2 videos on YouTube every week, so remember to hit that bell and you'll never miss out. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe on my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye!